Hello, everybody, and welcome to our market update for the 25th of February, February 2026. Glad to have you on board. Nice to see a lot of you on the session this morning, where we announced the TradingView version of the screener, which I'm pleased to announce should already be in your accounts, and I'll show you how to access it in just a minute. Let's look to see where we are with the markets today. That 150-day Weinstein simple moving average has provided a bit of support last week, this week, and then we're now trying to make our way up to the level that I'm looking at here. Before I get interested in new longs, the after hours move from Nvidia I suspect will help somewhat, although the move isn't what it was. If we take a look at Nvidia after hours here, this was above 200, and it looks like we're now just about where we started excuse me, where we ended the day. I mean, the overall look of Nvidia I still like, and if I was bullish on compute, this is the gold standard for me. The AI trade for me is becoming a little bit more fragmented where I like compute, I like energy, and I don't like services like software that likely will be feeling the pain. And a lot of that pain, I think, will be coming from the fact that a lot of companies that have white collar workers will be laid off will no longer need software licenses. So when ServiceNow or when Oracle would go into a company and say, here's your renewal for 2026, 2027. It's a 5% increase sign here. Companies who are looking at those things might now say, well, our headcounts decreased because AI has been has helped us with such efficiencies that we don't need all those licenses. So maybe we only need 80% of the licenses that we've had. So you've already seen that with a lot of the software names on ServiceNow on the velocity system. You can see that when that entry came back in November of 2025, we were still very early in the AI disrupting software phase. But you look at any of these names, ServiceNow, Oracle, Thomson Reuters, what else do we have? Datadog, maybe to a lesser extent, but software is really hurting. And part of that pain is moving over to what Melanie was mentioning, private credit, private equity that bought into software knowing that or thinking that the ARR or MRR is just going to continue not only maintaining but also growing that recurring revenue. It's becoming less and less evident to me that recurring revenue is going to continue in the state that it's currently in. I think there are going to be some major drawdowns in terms of what companies will need. Now, part of what's happening, I was speaking with a friend of mine who's in the consulting business. He says part of what he's seeing as a contrast to what I'm saying is that a lot of big companies have invested a lot of money in SAP, Oracle, et cetera, and it's going to be hard to get them to move. Although they may not need the same number of licenses, et cetera, it's going to be difficult for someone to say, I've got this new fancy shiny uh, SaaS that is going to be 90% cheaper than what you're paying. So a lot of these legacy companies will continue using these things, but there's certainly disruption happening in the industry. So to recap, I'm long compute, I'm long energy, and I'm bearish on software. And I'm not the only one. Clearly, you can tell from this chart pattern here. So back to the Qs, which has a lot of software in it, but I like this bounce off the 150-day simple moving average. My next target here would be 125 with a stop loss here at 601, call it 600, uh, just to use a nice round number. If we take a look at SPY, not soy, same kind of look, except in this case, we have a bullish trend on that chandelier exit. So in this case, my target here would be about 700. And I've talked a lot about how The SPX has sort of been pinned around that 7,000 level. So a break above or a significant break below 67.90 is when I would get interested in new trades on the SPX or SPY. The Dow, which has been the best of the group recently, nice retracement here. I'd like this all the way back to the ATR or the chandelier exit and a move up today. So in this one here, I like to keep my stop losses at no more than 3% on the re-entries, unless there's a real compelling reason to go beyond that. So in this case, this is not a bad trade. No official re-entry here, so I'm likely waiting for uh, one additional indicator to line up here. Our last re-entry was way back here in November of last year at 477. And if we look at that, I beg your pardon. So there's the entry at 470, call it 477. And if I take 3% of that, it's over $12. And the exit would have been at 466. And you can see it's been a nice, slow, steady grind. And this also is a great chart to look at in terms of talking about what's important for me personally when I'm trading options and the Greeks. So for the first 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, almost 10 days, we really don't do a whole lot. And if I was just uh, long a call without any kind of short call to help me with my theta decay, this would have been a losing trade. Perhaps at this point, it moves up a little bit, all dependent, of course, on what strike I'm using. But I like the little cushion of having a bit of theta decay that's working in my favor instead of working in the market maker's favor. So that's the Dow. May consider a new long here if the right signal comes along. IWM, a bit more mess here. So nice moves on Tuesday. So up about 1%, a little bit a follow through here, another 0.5% or so. But this one to me, it seems to be this and the Qs are tied for the charts that give me the least amount of confidence in terms of direction. Dow would be top, S&P would be second in line. So this would be tied for third with the Qs. Gold, and I didn't do gold Canada this time. Gold, I've mentioned this on Sunday. I like this consolidation near the ATR. And then, of course, we get that nice thrust up. I have no changes to my positions. XGD, I'm in. I may consider moving my options around. Where did we put my note on XGD? So there is the risk reversal that was initiated here, selling the 65 call. That has now been rolled, I believe, to the 70 or 75. So this has been rolled. The 40 put is still, I'll have to double check if I had moved this put higher too. So as we were getting closer to the 65 call that was going to be in the money for September, that's a long way to go. I decided to roll it out a little bit. We had a bit of a pullback. My timing wasn't perfect on that roll, but it was good enough that it's still working in my favor. So that's XGD. Silver, and Richard had mentioned that he was looking at silver last week for a bump this week. And, we had a nice day today until recently. So closing at 80.04, the high, of course, 82.73. And you can see it bumps its head right up against that chandelier exit and comes right back. So for me, the test, and we had drawn in this line on the pivot low here, we're in a bit of a channel. We did get to the top of the channel, could not get over. So this is a crucial level for me here. If I look at PSLV, which is a position that I'm in, SLV I'm in as well. This actually had a re-entry earlier in the day that was negated by the action towards the end of the day. So I do like PSLV. I don't like the options on PSLV as much because the spreads are a little wider. The implied volatility, last I checked, was a little higher than on SLV. But this is the one that I prefer because it actually tracks physical silver, or it's supposed to track physical silver instead of just the futures contract. Bitcoin trying to make a bit of a comeback here. That's a nice bar today. And if you're trading Bitcoin, you pick some up in this area here, hoping for a bit of a bounce. You're doing well today, 6.5%, nothing to sneeze at. And I suspect Ethereum is going to be about the same. Well, it's even better today, 12.5%. So double what Bitcoin's doing. But you can see this is my level here. This is what I'm watching. If we can overcome this, then perhaps I look for a trade up to the 150-day simple moving average or to the top of the ribbon. It would be a counter trend trade for me, as the overall position or the overall look of this is certainly bearish. There's our re-entry back in January of this year. So there's the re-entry short at 29.23. We got to as low as 1780 and currently at 2092. And of course, all of the names relating to crypto doing well today. Coinbase having a nice day, up 13%. MSTR, I suspect, was up around 10% or so. Yeah, 8.5, not bad. Mara having a good day today as well, 6.5. Riot up 3.5%, and Hut 8. No, we've been in Hut 8 for feels like years. Uh, it's done okay for us. IBIT we did get out of, but this was one of our buy right plays from a couple of years ago, and a nice day today on the bounce here. So I'm not convinced that we're out of the woods yet on this. I need to see it break at least the ATR level on both Bitcoin and IBIT. New trade from yesterday was good old Wally World, and yeah, not really anything to get excited about one way or the other. I talked briefly about my stop loss here, stop loss level, which is very, very close to where I got in. And if we can maintain that level here at the ATR, I'm content with the risk reward proposition there. So nothing to do here. FITB. So our entry was right around there. So this is the Friday bar. The entry was here Monday from 50. It ran up to 55 pretty quickly. And we were able to take two sets of profit. And then you get that big ugly bar that happens on the 23rd, which was Monday. And I posted the exit right around here. So it was the following day. But this is the exit here. So I think on that $60 call, it was 115 and down to I think 40 or 42 cents. So it was a loss, but we had two profits along the way. So not a bad trade overall. SLV currently in. This is the 100, 110 we're at now, but it's for June. So lots of time for SLV to do things. The indicator. The indicator Vince and I have been working on over the last few hours. So when you go into your indicator list, you should see something that says Victory 3.0 version 19. If it's the same one that you have, just refresh your screen and make it a favorite. So you see how, I guess if I don't make it a favorite, there. You should see it in this area here. So you can see these are my indicators. This is the new one here. So I'm going to put this on my chart and I'm going to make it a favorite. So just refresh your screen if you need to. But what you should see when you now load it on, you may have a second instance of it. So as soon as you click it, what you will see is something called Victory 3.0 scanner version. Okay. So it is the same. Let's bring up Apple just to make sure it's the exact same version. And there's that log on Apple. So you should see this on your screen now. And then what you want to do with that, as long as you've made that a favorite by toggling the star to the on position here, is you want to go to, let me start this from, let's see if we can start it from home here. So this is where, when you first log into TradingView, this is where you likely will land. And from here, you're going to hit the burger menu, go to products, go to screeners, and go to Pine Beta. Okay. And you should see a screen that looks something like this. And this will have all of your watch lists that you've developed. So I've got about 10 of them. And I'm going to put my main watch list on. So this one has 267 symbols on it. And if you click down here, as long as you've made that Victory 3 indicator a favorite, you should see it here. Okay. So when you see that come up, the default here is a daily scan. So when you click down on this Victory 3 V19, it'll say 1 day. And if you click on that, you should be able to change the time frame to whatever you'd like. And then it's as simple as just clicking the scan button. So 267 names, took maybe a second. And what you're seeing here is the stop loss levels for a long trade and for a short trade, but we're more interested in what's happening and is there an actual signal today. So just check off this section here. And I want to see if I can move that to the left a little bit. Okay, so there's our signal value here. Now you will see different values than what we saw during the session today. So like I said, we're working on this. Please use it and let us know if something is not working as it should be, and I'll explain the values in a moment here. So I'm going to now, and we're not currently able to change this to actual words that say long, long plus, short, short plus, take profit, exit, etc. So it is now, there's a bit of a number key. Once you get used to it, it's totally fine. So let me sort here. Okay. The -4. So how do we do this? Well, let me show it to you on an actual chart. Okay. So bring in the text here. So in this case, 1 refers to new long, 2 refers to new long plus, 3 is a long take profit, and 4 is a long exit. -1 is new short, -2 new short plus, -3 is short take profit, and -4 is short exit. Okay, so you can screenshot this. So that basically positive numbers relate to longs, negative numbers relate to shorts. Now let's go back and make sure my understanding is correct, because we've been playing around this for quite some time. So Coinbase has a -4, which is a short exit. So if we go to Coinbase, and so there's the hard stop on that short that we were in. So that's why it's labeled a 4. So let's pick another example here. So there's a 3. Robinhood should have a take profit from a short trade that it was in today. And there's the take profit flag from a short trade. Okay. On the other side, so if we send it the other way here, Carrier should have a long exit or a long hard stop here. There's the hard stop. Micron, I think we've talked about. CME group should have, or SanDisk. Let's look at SanDisk. SanDisk should have a take profit today. There's a take profit on SanDisk, and BMO, sorry, ZEB, which is the equal weight ETF of the Canadian banks, should have a new long today, and there's that new long. Okay, so it's programming. Anything, I mean, any little thing can throw things off. Please test it and see how it's working for you. If you notice any discrepancies between the signals that you're getting versus what you're seeing on your chart, we'd love to hear about it. I'll put the note up again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are new long plus, long take profit, and long exit, respectively. And -1, -2, -3, -4 are the shorts here. Okay, I hope that is helpful. So really, all you need to do is set up a watch list. You can import, or yeah, you can import the S&P 500 if you want, or your own watch list, and then simply just choose the watch list that you want. I'm sorry. Choose the time frame and go ahead and scan away. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, that's it for me here. We'll be back on Friday, as I mentioned, with our next market chat. Vince will be back with an update tomorrow. Look in your invite-only scripts. If you don't see something that looks like that, send me a message. If you can send it privately on Teams, that would be appreciated. So we're not setting off notifications for everyone. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. We wish you profitable trading as always. We'll see you soon.